Top down morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was the Only Bravest Character in all of the My Hero Academia, or in every thing. I was gonna name it What If Zuko Was the Dark Snyder, or whatever his name is. Because he kinda has that, like, same thing. But, and yes, he has two powers. Zuko has two powers. Infinity and Zero. But I'm also throwing in his third power, called Ultimate Rage Mage. But his quirk is actually called Infinity Rage. So, yeah. It usually... Let me give you a backstory of how it got created. So, or how it will be fit ties in to Zuko. So, it is like it changes the user to become more cruel and like more angry and more scary, that even plus not even it's like them having like that symbol on their heads all the time. And more angry he gets, the stronger the quirk is, to the point of no return. It has unlimited power. You may say. It's like, it's probably the same power level or power as the literal gun or Natus or anything. Basically, it could give him run for his money, because how scary it is. So, yeah. So, and I am throwing in Zumi, his Zuko's sister, in it. So, yeah. So they went to a quirk doctor. Of course, he says to Zumi, this is the beginning. So, he was going to, or when he looked at Zumi first, because ladies go first. So Zumi has the fire manipulation, But on the other hand, when he went to Zuko, they couldn't tell that he or that doctor was lying to him. So he says, "Sorry, Zuko, you don't have a quirk." As who's the one that told him in his own head without to was All for One. So yes, being but and did All for One didn't take into account of Inko has two quirks. One to take away memories, and the other would be like her like telekinesis. And Astashi where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Astashi has that fire manipulate or like fire breath and taking emotions away. So yeah. So then when they got home, or actually they were just like age of 4, as they told Zuko that, "So we have to do this to you." Or when they got home, they put Zumi to bed, but they took Zuko out, you know, and then they told him they will activate their quirks to take away his memories and his quirks. Or his memories and his emotions. So they did. And he turned from being a kid of Lake Midoriya into some random kid just relax. Annexation. Like that is not his emotion. It's like his alternate personality thing. So yeah. So when he got to 15, I'm doing a time skip. So he got into UA and or when he was 14, Zuko noticed something inside of him, like his bottled up hatred or some random power that he could never feel before. As he just says, "Huh. Well, I am the only one in this universe." As He's more relaxed than anyone. Hun. He even was so relaxed that even so yeah, he could feel like something is going on as he's thinking about it. Yeah. He was thinking about what it is. As, well, no big deal. It's not like I have anything to prove to anyone. But that UA, I can't wait. So he trained his entire body. Naughty. Naughty. Like, he... So, yeah, he was at the mall the other day. He was just listening to some random musics as he sings a little slow. Not very fast, but just slow enough to... Oh. So, yeah. Now the 15... Now he like, got into UA. And... as he says, this... I thought this place was gonna be a little bit like a secret headquarters or something. But I'm not interested in that part. So he passed the written exam in about 0.1 seconds. As, yeah, he went and relaxed. Next. And, yeah, the people are like looking at him like he always likes to take a nap, isn't he? I don't know who he is, but sure keeps... Or they are like so like depressed because they actually never seen someone so relaxed as he actually says, just relax and, okay? As Mr. Aizawa comes out of nowhere, or now the robot part, he says, okay. As he doesn't trip in this what if. So So he doesn't meet Oraka and like rest of them. So yeah. He is more relaxed than anyone. So now we move on to the robots. He was like, huh, hey friend, as the robot is totally confused why. Eh? Something tells me that you're not friendly. As something like sparked, arced, and in his eyes, and then the entire like robots things, they randomly exploded one day. They randomly exploded as he was laying on top of the building, like relaxing. As some of them are like confused. Like, some of them are like, what the heck just happened? As I see. It's something to do with his quirk. As Mr. Aizawa says, well, his file says he's quirkless. But that's impossible. He couldn't take care of all those quirks, or takes care of all those robots by himself. Well, something is going on here. Well, let's see. And when I said twinkle in his eye transformed, or his right eye transformed into that. So, yeah. Then when the 0 pointer came, his entire body got exploded. Because he was like, huh. As he closes his eye. Like, hey. Sorry. And he has way more confidence in his own abilities than anyone else. So, yeah, he goes back to the, like, his own place next to USJ, where he sleeps. He's like a homeless person. But so he gets into UA. And his name is Deku, by the way. But reason why I say his name is Deku, because I don't. This is just for like plot thing. This is my idea. I was gonna name him, or like his full name would be Raging Zuko. Or Raging Flame Zuko. That's okay. That's for like in the later video or later part. So, yeah. Zuko was the next day he goes in. I am skipping the ball throw thing because he got the same, or no, he got the same score as, where is it? Where is she? As Oraka. No? Infinity. As he didn't even use his quirk. Or his, like, when he looks at Mr. Zawa, and everyone that looks at him, they're like, Mr. Azawa is like, not bad, kid. Without your quirk, you're pretty much. And Zumi is in the same class as Zuko or Deku, so yeah. Then he ends up like, okay. As he, then I'm skipping that part because, so now we go on to the heroes versus villains thing because it's different from the canon. So actually All Might is like, or actually during All Might was at the quirk assessment testing. He got this weird feeling that no one else felt before. So then, now, at the heroes versus villains, he chose like who to pair up with, Zuko and Todoroki. He says Deku and Todoroki, you two are paired up. Sorry about that. My mom walked in. So let's continue. So where we left off was that and Zuko against Todoroki in Heroes vs. Villains. It was kinda weird that some random relaxed person against someone with a both ice and fire quirk. As there's a reason why I paired both of them up. because it was for the badass moments thing. So, yeah. When Zuko and Todoroki started, Todoroki says, "Don't hold back on me." As Zuko says, "I'm not just, hey, what's your rush?" As Todoroki uses his ice power, and froze like a half of a fake city. Honey. Right at Zuko. But Zuko moved so fast, he looked right behind things, or like looked right at Todoroki's. Like it's like those scenes where you see him or main character or like a side character uses his power to get behind someone, as he says, "Huh, did you get him, champ?" As Todoroki got scared and jumped forwards or backwards. Like, some of them are like, what the heck? And as Todoroki says, "Huh, you're pretty powerful. Or you could move faster than the eyes could see." Huh. Well, just okay. So they've been fighting so long. They ended up saying, or he ends up winning by doing like what her dance moves were. That spin move. And took out Todoroki. As they're like all confused. Like, how did he do that? As he goes. So now I'm skipping the rest of the heroes vs villains. So USJ name Zuko, who, or Frog Girl, the one that you see, he asks what everyone's quirk is. But then when they try to ask him, or he actually has his headphones in, and yeah, he basically, I know this might be a long video, but okay, so he listens to the smoothest ocean sounds in the world. Like, it puts him to sleep. So, yeah. It's so slow, and like, earphone jack even listen or was watching him. Because she remembers when he or she saw him like try to play guitar slowly, and when he gets more like up all the way, it was like the waves of ocean. As she kind of noticed that he's always doing that, listen to some ocean music with his. So yeah, he doesn't cause any accidents. So yeah, he plays such soft tunes that even like everyone falls asleep to. Oh. So yeah. And in this first part, or the earlier, Asashi was a pro hero. He was at UA. Oh, he remembers Zuko. Or Deku. But he hasn't, like, properly introduced himself to him yet. Huh? Until, like... So... Yeah, Zuko... Or Deku... was... like, at the... wherever that is... with his class. So... they get to there... and... they get ambushed by a bunch of villains. And no, I don't have those pictures of the USJ attack thing. So I'll just use this. So, so they were like, or of course, 13 Mr. Aizawa tells 13 to protect the students. As Zuko was still, like, he was still relaxing. As they asked 13, he removes his headset thing. As he gets up, as, why did you have to wake me up, 13? There's villains here, and they might end up killing us. So, run away. Okay. As he starts slowly walking, as 13 and the rest of them says, hurry up, hurry. As all the students and 13 left, automatic doors closed on him, like right in front of him. separating him from a group, as he is like, as some random black mist teleported right behind him, saying, "What's wrong, little boy? Do you have to go?" Well, to grab my headset, yes. But as when he turns around and he sees Mr. Aizawa's unconscious body, like bloody one, his chest starts to beat even faster and faster, harder and harder. Then he became the one who he doesn't or he activates that. Some of the students from outside could even feel his rage. They are shooken up as he grabbed Mr. Aizawa and moved so fast that even a Nomu could not even process what it is. And then the handyman says, "Nomu, go kill that kid." As a Nomu goes ahead and starts trying to kill him, as he says, "Die." As the Nomu, whose head, you don't see it, but the Nomu's entire head got ripped off from its body with its spinal cord, or it's just the head. Threw it right at the a villain's. As heck, it keeps growing stronger. As heck, even All Might in his Small Might form could feel it. He says, "What's wrong, All Might? Something's happened at USJ right now." No. As oh crud. As yeah. Then when he calms down, he really did turn it into a slaughterhouse. He slaughtered almost the entire villains except for two, who Kirigiri and Shiraki-sen. And yes, he is as he walks off, not even saying a word, and he sat down right next to Mr. Aizawa's body, unconscious body, and used his own version of healing spell to heal him, As he calms down, he converts back into, oh, him. As, yeah, he's basically one powerful dude. So, yeah. As he takes Mr. Aizawa's body, kicks the door, or kicks the automatic doors so hard, they both flew right off their hinges, and walks right out. And the students were a little bit shocked, or are scared of what will come out, as they see Zuku carrying Mr. Aizawa's body. Yeah. And laying him down. And all the pro heroes shows up. As or like 13 gave back Zuku's headphones. And he starts snoozing at the tree line, or at the tree, nearest tree. As, yeah, that was only a 0.1% power that he used. Can't wait for it to see what's 100% of his power, or 1 point infinity. So, yeah. When the pro heroes came in, like All Might, Mr. Aizawa, or no, not Mr. Aizawa, All Might, like Hisashi, and rest of the pro heroes came in, and they are shocked. Because it looked like a slaughter fest in here. As, of course, two villains that Zuku left behind and got out of there real quick. So, yeah. They are scared. So, man, it looks like someone just turned their quirks into like ticking time bombs or something. As it was too gruesome, even a media was not even sure to release it to the public, because that's how powerful he really gets. As they asked, or actually the ectoplasm clones asked who was the one that did that. As they said, well, of course 13 started explaining, like, well, Zuku and Mr. Aizawa were left behind, and the rest of us were trying to get out for ourselves. As ectoplasm got an earful from like ectoplasm yelling at her, saying the like you should have just like you should have protected all the students. Then not leave one or two behind. That's not heroic thing. So, yeah. She got an earful full of that, and then what else? Ah. So I am skipping the sports festival because I had a plan to make Zuko, or actually, no, I'll do it right now. So Zuko gets like to his office and he tells, or Zuko, or Deku, I gonna keep telling him, or keep saying Zuko, so Deku, that you know why you're here? Yeah? You're expelled from school. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? So, he doesn't, like, participate in any of the further things. So he says, okay. Yeah. As he goes back to his, like, hallway thing. And even some pro heroes looking at, or actually, scratch that. So, about the pro heroes things. So he leaves as he was on top of a building, just relaxing, like laying down. And, yeah, letting them have all the attention. He saw, or actually, when he went down, or he was in the same area as Hero Killer Stain, but Hero Killer Stain never noticed him. So he looks up and he sees, like, Hero Killer Stain and was gonna murder some random pro hero. Then that flare up again. And yeah, this time it was at 2%. And I'm saying 2% instead of the 0.2%. And everyone from Japan could feel his rage. Heck, even Nezu's hairs could feel or is standing on end. Like, he literally grabbed Hero Killer Stain, slams him into the ground, beating him around like a little rag doll. As even Astashi couldn't believe this much power from, and he doesn't even know that who or what it is coming from. No one is. So, yeah, Zuko, who he took off his headset and set them down on top, or like in the underneath the trash bin, so that no one tries to steal his headphones. And he relaxed. And he literally, when he took Tenya's brother to the hospital before, and then he grabs Hero Killer Stain, and grabs him. He's all bruised up and beaten down, that he looked like someone just wanted him dead thing. Kind. So he basically like took his entire body to the prison or like police station. So yeah. Then Zuko became the most famous one and famous student that took care of Hero Killer Stain. As he says, I don't need fame, him or fortune, all that stuff. I just want to be left alone. As one of them, or they all like try to crowd him. Like, how did it feel to beat the Hero Killer Stain? As Zuko, who is getting annoyed as by these people, so he decides to use when he slams his fist into the ground, it caused a massive tornado that even sending those people like flying up or like flying away from him. As he says, much more quiet. As he goes back, picks up his headphones from that same thing, and relaxes. Or he does jump onto a building and relaxes on top of it. As he has done this or he was basically the equivalence of or his 0.3%, and or like 2% and thing was like a hydrogen bomb going off, or nuclear bomb just went off. So, yeah. And, yeah, so All Might flies up, or like jumps onto that same building where Zuko was sleeping on, and he tells him that he needs to come with him back to UA because Nezu wants to see you. As he says, huh, the same one that expelled me from school? Well, okay. Hey. As when they were walking, Zuko asked All Might this question. Hey, All Might, you ever get this, like, intense rage in you? Like, it's like the inferno inside of your chest that never goes out? As All Might never thought about that. Before. So he says no. Just asking. And as he asked different questions like, or actually Zuko, or no, All Might thought in his head of, So they show up at UA, and Nezu, who says, okay, Zuko, I know that you who got Hero Killer staying in custody, because us pro heroes have done it way longer than you, but you took him out like no one's business. As yeah. So he does he doesn't like, so yeah, he goes back to class 1A. And he, or actually, no, scratch that. He shortens up the time, or actually, nah. I know it's been a long time since I've been back. So, yeah. He basically was still banned And but he goes and like to or back to his like where he slept before All Might woke him up. As yeah. It interrupted the like sports festival. Oh. That even Todoroki, he couldn't believe that some random kid has that much power. Or he hasn't seen it in person yet. So, yeah. Then, now we transfer to the villains as All for One says, the quirked Zuko is back. His power is stronger than anyone I've encountered. It was a good choice. It was all part of my plan. Good job, doctor. As the doctor says, well, his parents had two quirks. One was take away emotion, but the other had take away emotions. So, it worked out in the end. For us, between me and you audience, Inko and Sashi played right into All for One's hands. Basically like that. Whoosh. So, yeah. He basically, of course, who had also interest in him to being the follower is Dobby, because he has met Kamzuku before, and he really likes him as Calm One, but he has heard about him when he gets mad. So he joins League of Villains. So now I'm skipping the and plus Himiko Toga actually wanted the same reason to see if Zuko gets, because she has heard about him being calm, but she wants to hear him being angry. Yeah. So I'm skipping the mall arc and the camp arc and going right to All Might versus All for One fight. And the person that they captured was, of course, Zumi. Because, and they told her that, your parents haven't told you, or or they, or actually, let's tell you a truth, Zumi, about your brother. He, or, or actually, they told her that Deku is her brother. That can, your mother took away his memories and his emotions. Because, oh, they actually made a great mistake. As Zumi is like questioning, like, what do you mean? Oh, they played right into my master's hands. And see, Zumi, your brother is the biggest target. Because you know what he has? The infinity or inferno rage. It's the most legendary quirk that even a small child can't even possess. You know what it does? As she has no clue of it, it turns a person's rage, transforms their bodies into whatever they desire. As now they, like, after the explaining, so then All Might breaks in and all that stuff, but All Might was down, but not out. He tried to get up, as All for One was like, see you in the afterlife, as he used his own beam quirk, but right then and there, at the same time that it was gonna blast, as Zuko has appeared out of nowhere there, because when he saw the entire fight, he got so mad, and like, he was at level 1, as he's trying to still hold on to his insanity. So yeah, he's still in control. So yeah, the laser, like, didn't, like, decimate his skin at all. So he was actually buffed. As everyone sees him, they all thought All Might was dead, but Zuko, when the smoke cleared, Zuko was right between All Might and All for One. As he says, well, as All for One says, the quirked Deku. Oh, how gladly to see you. I can't wait to see you fully raged out. Come on. Get angry. Let me show me your true power. As he says, No one likes you. No one or everyone despises you. As he's throwing insults, but they weren't getting to him. Until he says, "You quirkless. You only existed for me to take your power. You quirkless loser." As that got his attention, and he let go. Well, let's say he looked like that, but with like tentacles coming like from his like where his legs were at. And he became such a monster that with all that rage built up, it was so scary. It was even scares everyone. Like, even people that were watching it got so frightening. As he says, "You called me quirkless. You called me all that other stuff. But you aren't going to leave here alive." As he straight up punched All For One to basically, basically beat him around and ripping him out, and it was so gruesome. Let's just leave it at that part. As he was so scary that even debris from buildings starts running away. It was pretty hilarious. As everyone's all of the senses are telling them to run. Absolute run. As all those villains and pro heroes and the Nomus are running away from Zuko. Only person that's facing him is the lifeless body of All For One. Yeah. It wasn't gonna be easy or pretty. Anything. So, his power could be emitted all the way around the entire world. Everyone had to stay clear of him as he looks at All For One's unconscious body, dead body, and told him that he said this: "I'm gonna send you straight to the underworld." As one of his hands turned into the claw and pierced right through, splitting him into thousands and thousands of bacon bits. Yeah. And All For One's last words were, or last sentence was, he told the doctor to lie to you, Zuko. So your parents to blame. What are you talking about? As Zuko says, what are you talking about? I'm the only one that's alive. Plus, I don't even remember my own parents. Yeah. And so now after that, everybody was in their homes, in their like businesses and like all that locked, and like to keep or stay away from him, as he walked around looking for his headset thing. As he found it, puts it on his head, and like he puts it, he listens to music, and yeah, there was no like human activities going on in that part, because they know Zuko is still out there. So yeah, not even the toughest heroes couldn't, then, because they're like afraid to witness the same thing. But Zuko, when cooled off, he went to a beach and just relaxed, and his body transformed back into a more relaxed form. As that was only from one area. So the Stars and Stripes walked up to him and says, you're pretty powerful, Deku. As he lifts up one of his eye and looks at her. Well, as he actually had something to do. So he walks out, or he walks off after talking to her for 1 hour. He walks to the hospital where the quirk doctor was at. You know, the same guy, that told him that he was quirkless. Yeah. He walks up to him into his lab, and he told him that, did you have to lie about the me being quirkless thing? Ah, yes. Because All For One told me to lie to you, so that your parents will use their quirks to get rid of your memories and your emotions to the point of, okay. As he gets, like, furious again and tears him up, or tears the doctor to smithereens, destroys the lab, 2 labs, and the hospital. And then he calms back down and goes right to the beach and relaxes, and everyone has noticed that the heat, like, build up thing was, he literally of course Dobby says, that's, and says Zuko that they're all talking about in the on the grounds. As Toga's like, okay, who's talking about them? Well, some of them say that they could sense that his quirk, or he was the ones that caused the deaths of all the villains in that USJ. As Toga heard about the USJ thing and hearing him say it was Deku, she immediately, like, freaked out. So now, yeah, so, and they do come out of their own, like, areas, but this is the end of the video, and please leave a like, share, subscribe, okay? So, peace.